Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Europa Universalis IV, and this is Millennia in the Making episode 289. Pretty sure it's 289, but I didn't check, so let's just check right now. Yep, 289 it is. Wonderful. Not losing my mind yet. We are France. We are the Holy Roman Emperor. We have enough Imperial authority to pass a reform, but not enough people voting for it. So we need to aggressively curtail the number of states in the Imperial dynasty, place. We've got truces with all of these guys in Africa, probably for a while, to be honest. Yep, which is unfortunate. I don't think... we don't have a truce with Millennia, and that's how we're going to take out Arabia in just a little bit of moments, because we're also already at war. First of all, we're at war with the Apache over here because, well, reasons. We're going to take their land, and then we're going to be at war with the Sioux, and then the Iroquois and Caddo. Isn't really going to be too much of an issue. Excuse me. We're at war with a bunch of little French states over here, ironically. We're... for 14th Holy Roman Intervention is against Valois. So that's this one up here, which is basically fully occupied, except for maybe... yeah, except for Holland, which is fine. We'll peace them out when we can. And also after our overextension goes away, because we got a bit of that after our last episode. And we're involved in the 15th Holy Roman Intervention against Orleans and Savoy. I'm going to occupy Orleans completely, I feel. I mean, not Orleans, I mean Savoy completely. But hey, we'll see what happens. So all of those wars are basically already won. So, yeah. We're just really sort of sitting in here. We could upgrade, excuse me, our diplomatic technology, but we're not going to at the moment because I'm not sure how much diplomacy these pieces are going to cost us. What I will do, though, is if we hit 999 diplomatic power, I'll buy the damn technology at that point. Savoy would like to concede defeat. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure they have been quite handily defeated, but the concession of defeat isn't what I'm after here. Maybe these guys can lose their commander. We'll send him out to Bourbon. Where are the other commanders at? So our conquistador is conquistadoring in... excellent. So we've found all of New Zealand, so we'll send him back in there. And then we can book him on over to Australia. Mate. Okay, we've got a general in this army here, because of course we do. And we're kind of also hoping that the Malaccan nationalists will deal with that stuff there. We don't have a truce with Brunei. And we don't have a truce with Majapahit. But again, that would be overextension, so we'll have to just manage that. And of course, we shouldn't have a truce with Aceh because, well, fuck them. What I'm hoping is that these rebellions here by the Malaccan nationalists inspire Malaysia to form, or Malay. We'll attack them and then we can go from there. And where's the other army? Over here. That one there, of course. Well, they need the guy. But... okay, so they're only allied with Kilwa. Oh no, that'll be interesting, won't it? This is going to cost us a fair amount of diplomatic stuff if they drag Kilwa in, so what I'm going to do is wait for my guy to finish up, or return home or whatever, and then we'll send him out because the guy in Nubia is also almost finished, and we'll get that claim on Kilwa because that'll help reduce the coring cost. Our conquistador is dead. That is very unfortunate because that's going to be a massive pain in the ass to get him on anything. So these boats actually, well, they don't need to return anywhere because we've got a province right here. And we're going to hire another conquistador, of course. A conquistador with siege ability, apparently. Okay, well... yep, okay. The problem here is that the Malaysian nationalists have been taken out by the Chinese armies. But when I say problem, I mean it would have been nice if it happened the way we wanted it to, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. Our agent was discovered, so we'll send that guy down to kill. It'll take him a year, but, you know, it's a year well spent. Peasantry, of course. The other issues are being fabricated on as we speak. Orleans would like to cede stuff to us in Burgundy and pay us money and all this sort of bullshit. Fuck off. I don't need your money. I am stupidly rich. Like, you can't even comprehend how rich I am. I think the game there didn't comprehend how rich I was for a moment. Okay, coffee is being produced somewhere. Our guy is home from Nubia. Was there a reason to send him back? There was not. He's also coming home from Millennia, so we'll send him there. Excuse me. I don't think there's any more fabrication reasons around this place. Not accepting a damn peace offer yet. Okay, and that guy is coming home from Tau. Well, we could fabricate another claim on Gascon. Okay, off he goes then. Now we've got a diplomat spare, so let's have a look at this. We've got 87.3 overextension, which means we could take about 12%. That would be 15 there, to fully annex Savoy. Alright, well I guess I'll send my diplomat over to Asajj and get that war started too. Some Catholic peasants in Derby. I'm going to increase the fort level in Norfolk because that supply limit is annoying to me. They have managed to escape, but we should be able to move out and take them on now, while our allies deal with the actual siege. Bloody patriots. So interestingly, the Chinese did not seem to lift the those particular, what do you call it, sieges, did they? Intriguing. Tell these guys to move? Yeah, I did. Alright, so they're fine doing that siege by themselves. They're probably better at it at the moment than my guys could be, so I'm going to move my guys back over to Iroquois lands. Or close to Iroquois lands. Yeah, seems pretty good to me. Our explorer died. Do we still need an explorer? There's only this territory down here, I guess. We could hire him for the moment. Where are his damn boats at? Okay, we seem to have lost a fleet somewhere. Alright, probably an easier way to find it. It's not that one. Had 5. Ah, right, they're here dying of attrition. Well, I guess you should head over here. Then I'll give you a new explorer when you get there. Mali have been sabotaging our reputation because of course they have. Fucking Malinese. Oh hey, yeah, these guys are occupied now. So as soon as a diplomat gets back, we'll just deal with them. And these guys can head down here towards Vicado. I hope I'm saying that right. Peace offer from the Apache, peace offer from Orleans. No, look, you don't concede defeat, you get owned. There's a difference. And yeah, it becomes part of Franco-Germanic Mexico because that's its region. So our next colony should honestly be these two places here. Just so that they don't get fucking stupid like they did down here again. Oh hey, speaking of though, that's happened, so I can recall him from there. And this one has happened as well. Oops, no, it's not what I wanted to happen. That's what I wanted to happen. Okay, and then I'll send to these two places. I can't send to this one yet. And I'm not going to put an army there because they're fine. Alright, sounds good. I think we just discovered Okinawa, right? Yep. Which are the Ryukyu Islands. So Japan did indeed take that. Well, good on them. You know, they can do what they want. We do need to put a colonist somewhere, though. Shove them in that one. Yeah, why not? Is there any sort of real risk of uprising? Maybe in that one. Oh, I'll put this army down there, they'll be fine. Okay. Conquistador. Get conquisting. A little bit messy, but you know, whatever. These guys need an explorer. Then I'll just send them. I know they're injured and all that sort of business, but I'm just going to send them on a real quick exploration. And then they can come home. And that should be everything explored. There might be a few islands that I haven't conquisted. Yep, like these places over here. We've got Tahiti. But we don't have whatever those are, the Society Islands probably. And now we've got Samoa. Yeah, so there might be a few more islands, so I just want to explore those before we send our conquistadors out to conquist. Ah yeah, look at this. They've taken Malacca back at least, so... It's a shame. Ah, but then Malacca has uprisen. Well boys, I don't take an opportunity lightly. I know you don't have any armies. So welcome to the club. Okay, Persia are allied with Volga, Bulgaria, so... Do I have any... I don't think I've got any claims on Volga, Bulgaria. We should make one just in there. Oh, when our guys get back. And of course, withstanding this core stuff. They're all going to get cored in a moment, aren't they? February this year. Excellent. And when they do that... 3 years until the Truce of Britain wears off. Okay, excellent. Core. Let's get converting some of those to the right religion. Beautiful, so the only ones that aren't cored yet are these two, and they'll be done in May and April. And honestly, they're only contributing 12.3% overextension. So I believe, first of all, we've got a peace to make out with Savoy. Which war were they part of? The Orleans War. Okay, that one cost me any diplomatic tech to take from as part of that. It means I won't be able to get rid of these dudes here, but I can take as much shit as I want. You know, I kind of want... I know the Ile-de-France is going to have way more war score requirements, so I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to tell them to get rid of their alliance with Great Britain. And we're good. Yes, of course they accepted it. I didn't actually pay attention to how much overextension that was, but whatever it is manageable. Okay. And now we've finally got our little land bridge through to Normandy. Got some rebels up there. Somebody should deal with those. Mexico? You got armies? Yeah, we lost for Reconquest Casus Belli against Orleans because we fucking took everything. That's why we lost to Conquest Casus Belli against Orleans. Peace offer from Valois? No thanks. Alright. Okay, that place got cored. Wonderful. So yeah, these places are contributing a fair bit to overextension, but you know, I don't think it's going to be too bad. So let's see, we've got 66, which means we can make a 34% peace. First of all, let's finish up with fight in the Sioux area, because that's occupied. Done. Thank you. See, this army right here, why can't you come up there and deal with it? But no, you're going to run away. Fine, alright, whatever. Guy in Kilwa is almost done. 34% I said, right? Yep, 34%. So, Valois. Okay, first of all, that's 0 overextension there. 0, 0, 0, 0, and that war score is insanely huge. Wow. Yeah, a lot of these places are very high base tax, which is what's fucking them up here in terms of amounts. Well, why don't I farm Imperial authority a little bit by getting them to release nations instead, because that's totally what one of the... Oh, Holland and Flanders. It's 100%. But I would also kind of like Lineage. Tell you what, you can keep Flanders and just release Vermandois. 84%. Oh, come on, give me something. Null treaties with Great Britain. 5 and 6 Imperial authority. And presumably a lot more people voting for our reforms. Yeah, okay, so this should let us do it, hopefully, as soon as we get out of this war with Malacca, which, I'll be honest, shouldn't take us very long at all. Hopefully. We explored Australia yet? No, we're working on it. Yeah, most of Australia is obviously a wasteland, but you know what? Fuck it, we're good. Our heretics of Derby have been converted. So let's deal with Saram. And we've got now Conquest Cast Spell Eye on Kilbar, which is perfect, because that's exactly what we needed. Okay, and I wanted to put a guy in Volga, Bulgaria to fabricate that one claim that we could make. And we'll just hold off on declaring that war at the moment, because passing the reform is a little bit more important if it can be done. So let's just fight this war in Malacca. Or Malaysia, as the case is. Come on, take it. Conveniently, the Chinese have managed to lock one of their larger armies away down here. To get them out of there, they'd need at least 3 military accesses. And one of those would be through... Ooh, hello, what happened there? Looks like they might have been forced to release something. That's cool. Oh wow, we've got overseas expansion against Daviet. That's wonderful. We'll get right on that in a bit. The only thing there is that they'll drag Pegu into it, being a personal union, that's fine. They'll also drag Bengal into it, which I'm not terribly keen on, but you know what? We can manage that. And will Bengal become war leader? Maybe. Because they'll also drag Afghanistan and Turkestan into it. And if Turkestan gets dragged into it, they will probably become war leader. That's alright, it's something we may chance on later. Just not right now. So what's our goal here? Is it going to be total annexation? Yeah, because it's only worth 18%. We can totally soak that. There's nothing else there that I care about. And that'll give us a bridge to Pegu, which, can we declare war directly on them? We can, but we'll need a Casus Belli, and we can't get that from the overseas expansion because they're not independent. Oh, guy's home from Millennia. And our guy was home from somewhere else that I don't remember where it was. Bengal? No. See, we can fabricate claims on Pegu and, you know, start working our way up. We'd only be able to get a claim on Patini and then Kelantan after we take these provinces here. Or we can get to work claiming in Dai Viet, where there are actually a few for us to get. Tentong, Viet Bac, and Nguyen. Oh, why don't we do that? They're part of the, some of them are part of a Canton trade node, which we have a huge amount of trade power in right now. Unfortunately, most of it's still being sent up to Hangzhou, where most of it is retained by the Chinese. Or Ming, as you know, whatever. Yeah, most of it is retained by the Ming up there. If I put a merchant in Canton, that might help out. I want to keep our merchant in Indus because he's giving us that 5% modifier. So where the fuck else are our merchants that we can afford to scrap one and put him somewhere? The free collecting ones we can't move. Western Europe. It all comes through to me eventually. The only issue there is, like, in the Bordeaux node I don't have a lot of power. And most of it is getting retained. Same thing up in England. And you bet your ass one of these guys has some, there's definitely merchants directing it towards Bordeaux up there. Yeah, everybody else basically has a merchant in Western Europe. Genoa? You would probably direct up to Bordeaux if I didn't have him there. Let's see, it's 18 versus 15 from that guy. So it'd probably be more worthwhile to take the guy out of Western Europe. Ragusa is always an issue here, because everybody has a fucking merchant there as well, directing away from Venice. But it's either going to be the Western Europe or the Genoan guy. Let's try taking the dude out of Western Europe. Just to see what that does to our trade. Yes, it directs it all into Bordeaux. Which, you know what, I'm fine with. We have more money than I care about right now. So I'm just going to tell this guy, transfer trade power. And it's the guy coming from Western Europe, thank you. He'll get there in 100 days. But the important thing is that he sends it down to Malacca and then Malacca sends it on. And we'll take out Brunei and all that sort of stuff in a bit. Just so that we can get trade properly flowing. Our dude made it to Saskatchewan. Might keep him there because now I think we've got enough colonies for the moment. We have 12 colonies, which is actually too many, but, well, we're rich, bitch. Okay, and because we're going to go to peace, there's another thing that I want to do, so I just want to improve relations with Kulm. Just a little bit, just to make sure. Because I'm going to annex them. That should be obvious right now. Okay, you guys are done with needing a conquistador there. These guys finish your exploration? They sure did, so everything has been explored. Which means I am going to, first of all, fire him, destroy those boats. Find the guy. You, and dismiss him, because he's no longer needed. And hire a new military guy. The conquistadors, however, are definitely still needed, because there are still a couple of islands that we haven't quite found. For example, these ones up here. Though I feel like we've gotten all of the other islands. I mean, we've got Hawaii, which is... We've got Hawaii, we've got... Do we have Midway? We don't have Midway. See, this is an example. That looks like it should be part of Hawaii, particularly considering that there are, you know, like island chains down here which cross borders. Somewhere. Maybe it was these ones up here. I don't know. Yeah, see, Guam crosses 2 sea zones. So you come over here and you say, oh, that looks like the Hawaii island chain, right? Nope. Hawaii. Midway. We don't have Midway. Which is important. So, we'll get it. I mean, you know, and once we find that one, we should be fine. How goes the war? The war goes absolutely fine. Nobody's going to declare on us in the meantime, and nobody should ask for our assistance in the meantime either. Okay, these guys want a replacement for their military guy, and we can either lose 1 stability or some money. Really? Like, really? Money? You think I care about money at this point? He says as he tries to manipulate trade. Okay, we're gonna let this guy sort it out because it's just prestige. Ooh, hang on. Why are we losing prestige? You know, if we can actually afford 50 diplomatic power, it's probably the easier choice. Excuse me. Okay, our guy has arrived in Canton. And yes, he's directing trade down. Full 10 points of it, which is nice. And that's just coming down here to Malacca, and then part of that will head on up to... Oh well, it will head on up to Bengal, which is somewhat of an issue because Bengal aren't transmitting most of it through. We do need to attack them. For trade reasons, if nothing else. It's annoying because they'll call in all their buddies. Afghanistan, Turkestan. Ryazan, Bengal, Millennia, and Karnataka. Yeah, and that'll call in these guys down here as well, yeah. Maybe if I declare war on, let's say, so Malwa and Turkestan, Malwa are allied with Kannada. If I declare war on Malwa, maybe they won't give war leadership to Kannada. Maybe. And then I can force them to peace out their alliance with Turkestan. And then I'd feel more comfortable attacking them because then it's everything north of this line and not getting sandwiched in between these two. Maybe. If we declare on Kassala, they may pull in Afghanistan, which could be interesting. Because if Afghanistan pulls in, Afghanistan will only bring in Bengal. They won't bring in Turkestan, so hey, that's an idea. Alright guys, sorry about this, but I gotta move you all down a little bit. Kassala, because Kassala will bring in Gujarat and Afghanistan. I can handle Gujarat. Alright, sounds good. But that's for after we finish trying to do a little bit of reformism. Which means we've got to get out of this war. Now, remember this one will disallow all internal HRE wars. Yes, so on that note, I need to remove some princes. Don't I? Yes. And remove them pretty hard, to be honest. Oh, Julich is fine. Julich, my bitch. You're allied with Vermandoy and Plateau. I don't care about Vermandoy. I will obliterate them. And Patau. Alright, looks like we're back in wars. I completely forgot that we were trying to reduce the number of dudes here, which is somewhat ironic, I guess. Just give everybody a leader in this area. They're only allied with each other, so we should be able to have a pretty easy time of it. You should go up there because we're declaring war on Brabant. And Brabant will pull in Vermandois and Patau, and I'm ready for Patau. Alright. War, and the war goal will be Breda, sure. In we go. Pull in your buddies. Okay, they pulled in both of them. That's perfect. And it looks like Brabant stayed war leader, which is fine. Okay, success down here. Move it along. This fleet should go over there. Still haven't made it there, huh? 11th of February. Alright. Yeah, I completely forgot about the whole trying to reduce the number of states. Finland, Tver, Estonia, Ostgotland, and Livonia. Really? That's a lot of people. But still, you hate me for no good reason, so we do need to deal with that. Where exactly? Finland, Tver, Estonia, which is that one up there, they probably hate us, Ostgotland, which is this one, and Livonia, which is this one in here. I don't mind Ostgotland, they're fine. I think I mind Finland. Yeah, Finland, because they don't like us. And Estonia probably don't like us either. Yeah, but, you know, whatever. Alright, armies. That should honestly be enough to handle whatever happens up there. It was a large number of places, but none of them were really important. Oh, and Tver, right. Alright, I'll send an army up to deal with Tver. I hate that I forgot about that. Good, and our buddies are helping us out, as usual. So we'll get that sorted, then we'll probably declare war on Gascon, who will draw in Nevers, Valois, and Asturias. We will vassalize Nevers. I don't know what we're going to do with Asturias. Maybe we'll take him out, and Valois we can just hit up again for stuff. Assuming we have a Casus Belli on these guys. We do. We should have Casus Belli on most of these dudes up here. Good. Oh, and how are things going over here, guys? Are we ready to declare war on the Iroquois? Looks like it. Okay, well. It's a colonial conquest, let's go. You to there, you to there, you to there, you to there. Feel free to help us out, colonies. Oh, and you to there. That may not be such a good fight. Hold up. German Canada, bureaucrat, you might need it in a moment. Let's give him that guy momentarily. Yep. You can keep him for the siege. Actually, no, I don't want you to keep him for the siege. Head on out, we'll get rid of him. The Iroquois have no army. Really? I didn't even destroy anything, so you've just sat there without an army for this long? Maybe they just gave up. I'm quite impressed by that. Like, not in a good way, but, you know. Mali have been sowing discontent, as usual. so that's Malaysia done. We need a diplomat though. Now, as a reminder, we can take 34% war overextension. Sorry. And we've got Narcissus Bella against Volga, Bulgaria. I believe it's the only one we can really get there. Yep. Ryazin, why do you... You're fine. You're fine. Vladimir is ironically fine. Byamir are bitches. Abkhazia, you're fine. Cherson, you don't like us for some reason. But we've got a core in your province. Anyway, you're allied with Ryazin, Volga, Bulgaria, and Millennia. So when I declare war on Volga, Bulgaria, they'll join in. Persia and Millennia will join in, and everybody will be happy. Oh, why don't we get claims on Kassala, because we're going to need those. Good. And when our guy gets back from Kazan, we'll end this little war over here. So for peace, take the lot, it's 18%, which is fine. Absolutely fine. Now they can lose their leader for the moment. Let's see, where are we? Good, we have found the Society Islands. Back on the boat, going up to Midway. One siege over with. Ah, now you're getting an army. Way too late for that, buddy. Way too late for that. You poor bastards. Okay, these guys go up to Midway. I don't know if we'll be able to fully annex them, but we'll try. I'll do it separately with Kato so that we don't take a, so we can get as much as we possibly can. Okay, Siege of Otto, we've got enough to invest in admin as well as diplomatic technology. We are going to invest in diplomatic technology now because we're almost maxed. It's only going to cost us 500. Done. Now, interestingly enough, that has given us the last level of Archipelago Frigate, or Galley. And the next one will give us the last level of heavy ship. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is upgrade all of our galley fleets in a moment, so that they're all archipelago frigates instead of, I think, galleots, because, well, why the fuck not? And in a moment, I mean kind of now, really. So we're just going to find ships which are galleys. Transports. They won't have the T next to them to begin with. Transports, heavy ships, galleys. We've got something like 50 galleys in here. Okay, well, what we're going to do is just immediately scrap all of them. And 50 galleys. And just to make it easy, we'll only do it in 5 provinces, but we'll make 10 in each. It'll take a little bit longer, but I gotta be honest, I don't give a shit. Makes the job easier for me later on. Okay, transports, galleys down here. I'm going to keep those ones around for the moment, but I'm going to move them up to Kuban so I don't mistake them for anything. But that was about 30 galleys. So I'll do those in 5 lots of 6. And one last set, we'll just build them in Constantinople, why not? There we go. Okay, and we've also got a set of galleys over here. We really don't need a fleet there. So I'll only make a few galleys there, like 20 galleys for them there. It's always good to have a fleet around, but if you don't need it, it doesn't need to be very big. Alright. Yeah, because there's not really much call for galleys for us, because, well, we're not really involved in too much fighting in inland sea areas, except maybe up here. The next level of diplomatic tech, where we get to get the free decker, heavy galleon, that will be good for us. That being said, that'll be a while off. And we're keeping a hold on that administrative tech at the moment because, well, we may need it for coring costs. You never know. A little concerned about all this gold we're getting. Yeah, so at least we're reducing our inflation. Oh, our guy's home from Millennia. Do we have anything else to do in Millennia? Excuse me. Nope. Wonderful. Okay, we'll liaison while we're at it. No, they've got more provinces than I care about. Let's see. Cause. Narva. Finland, Upland, Scotland, Biamia, and Vastmanland. I don't have any cores on Biamia, but I'm content to just leave them be. Maybe I should take out Gotland. Not because they dislike me, but because they're a state in the HRE. No. No, we've got better places that we can do that on, like Abkhazia down here, so I'll fabricate a claim on Abkhazia. Are they allied with anyone? Nope. Not in the slightest. Well, that was a poor decision on your part. Okay, so 84% extension means a 16% piece is fine. Except up here in the Iroquois, or, you know, in America, because all of it will go immediately to the colonies. And speaking of, the Iroquois would like to cede various places to us, which, well, that's not happening, buddy. They want to keep that guy, they can keep that guy. Siege of Ohio is over, the Siege of Brabant is over, that's good, that's good. We're already pretty much occupying everybody who matters over here, though. I'll go and help out our bros upstairs. Yeah, the entire reason for us to do this is because when I enact this reform, there will no longer be any war allowed inside the HRE, not even on my part. So, I need to be certain that I control the parliament, or, you know, I'm not sure if I'd call it a parliament. The Imperial Assembly, let's call it that. German La Plata can have a bureaucrat. We've won the Siege of Kentucky, we've caught a bunch of places, converted a heretic or two. Go up there and take them out. We're besieging the rest of them just fine, so these guys can walk out. Excellent. I'm actually going to start just sending these guys out into territory. But I will eventually be colonizing. Yep, Eri, that's good. Except for the larger ones, which will be hovering around to help out with rebellion risks, of course. And because right now our colonists, because we're actually losing money because of it, I'm not going to increase the number of colonists or colonies that we have. They will be fine. Come on, let's have your last. Well, we also want Cato to fall, so hurry up and make that one fall. Unpause for game, Subby. Long live the Emperor! Oh, well that's annoying. We didn't want that to happen immediately. So Wigaric I is now Emperor. We're at 87%, which means these guys are totally all going to vote for the reform. We have no legal heir though. And it looks like we lost all of our fucking royal marriages again. Yep, we totally did. That's irritating. We also lost a general. So let's make a general. I want to keep that dude. Okay, so I'm going to pull the guy out of Millennia because we need to get these royal marriages happening. Trondalag have asked for a royal marriage again, of course. Won the Siege of Labad. Okay, that's good. Guy's home, we'll send him straight back to Colm to get him to royal marriages. And this is just because it increases our chance of getting a new heir, which we want as soon as possible. Julich? And who will we be missing now? One of our generals, apparently. We're missing Georgia and Auvergne, from what I can tell, and Bamberg. No worries. Yep, that's fine, that's fine. Alright, that's all good. Now, we should still have claims everywhere because they don't vary based on that shit. Kassala? Were we fabricating in Kassala? Yes, we were. We should also try and see if we can fabricate in Gujarat. We cannot. Kannada itself then? Yeah, go for it. Although we could have fabricated in Pegu just then. Maybe later. And we need a new general. And we should put our... Did our dudes come down into Midway? Doesn't look like it. Guys, come on. Get off the boats. No, we're a koi. Oh, that's only an 8-man one, so that one can head on over here to Fox. Patau itself fell. Our guy is home from Georgia. Good, Navarre's done. We'll just move these guys out here because we'll be declaring war that will involve Asturias in some fashion in the future. We're only at 18%, excuse me, overextension, which is great because we may get a bit out of this war. The French Reconquest War. Do we have the Imperial Liberations left? Because those are great Casus Belli's. Finland, which I think we might have a truce with. No. Hello. Okay, okay, this is good, this is good. We don't have a truce with Finland. They're only allied with Polotsk, Upland, and Narva. So that's Upland here. Polotsk, which we were going to declare war on anyway. And Narva, which, well, fuck it, why not? Done. Okay, it's an Imperial liberation. The war goal can be Finland. You guys will need a leader, we'll give you the best. You guys might as well have leaders just to help the sieges along, although one of you won't really be helping with sieges. Join in. Thank you both. Okay, 14th and 14th. We'll see. Some good little fights there, all sorted. Got a peace offer from the Caddo, so we must have just finished occupying them. We don't yet have a diplomat, now we do. So it'll cost us 50 diplomatic power. No worries. Done. And now we're just waiting on this last province, Wenro, to fall. I'm not sure if we'll be able to fully peace out. We probably won't be able to do that, actually. Let's have a quick check. Or might be too much. Maybe. I can't tell on the vassalization thing because, well, they don't exist as a vassalization thing. But what I might be able to do is, if it gets really weird, get to release a bunch of places. Clear that offer though. Because ultimately I just want their shit. Alright, don't take it, man. And did Upland join in? Yeah, Upland joined in. That's fine. The Iroquois would like a peace offer? No. And we've got an Arcassus Belli against Kassala. I don't think we could fabricate another one. No, we cannot. Where else are we fabricating? Kannada and Abkhazia. Do you have anything on Signed? Signed was like a Bengal vassal, yeah. Yeah, irritating. Well, the goal here was to get Afghanistan in on the war, so why don't we start fabricating a few claims on Afghanistan? For example, some of these ones in the Indus node. So let's start with Sistan. Okay, so first of all, we've got a little problem here. Oh, looks like Saskatchewan got damaged a little. That's fine. So we do have a slight problem which has occurred, I believe. I'm pretty sure Fortunata is a female name. But she's also a fucking 624, so she's pretty good at what she does. I mean, 6 admin is incredible. 6 in anything is incredible, to be honest. But I feel like she's a woman. So we need to get this reformist shit over done as soon as we can, so that we can try and get this one done. I've got a plan to try and get Imperial authority after we disallow internal wars. I don't know if it'll work, but I have to see. And honestly, we need to conquer a lot of places for it to happen. So when our diplomat gets back, we might start another war somewhere. And speaking of starting wars, we've just hit the hour mark on my little clock, so yeah, that's the end of the episode. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask them below. I'll get to them as soon as I can. If you liked it, put a like on it, and if you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. In the meantime, though, I've been Sub. you've been yourselves. The Iroquois have been completely occupied, so we'll piece them out next episode. And, yeah, later.